I know people wonder what I really do. Is she an actress? Is she a makeup artist? Is she into film? Is she into theater, fashion? Let me pause. I know nobody ain't asking that. I know y'all don't really care. I just needed a good intro. God created me to love all these things because I am creative. And the one thing that all those roles lead back to is Christ. Everything that I do gives God glory. Everything that I am speaks to how wonderful of a curator he is of all things beautiful. So now what you will be able to depend on seeing is not only me becoming a loyal daughter to a father, a loyal servant to a master, is how I became a bride to become a wife. It took a lot of breaking. It took a lot of healing the brokenness. It took a lot of letting go of traditionalism, generational traditionalism, religious traditionalism, legalism. And it took a lot of letting go of my comfortability and my complacency in the spirit because that's all I've known. So, in that sense, the world will tell you that you're useless because you're broken. But that's not how God works. Matthew 5:3 says you're blessed when you're at the end of your rope. With less of you, there's more of God in his rule. And his rule meaning his order. You're blessed when you feel you've lost what is most dear to you. Only then can you be embraced by the one most dear to you. And so in the breaking process and being at the end of my rope, I actually discovered what it means to be molded by the hands of God. And I'd rather be molded by the hands of God than be in the hands of God because it's a difference. So for a long time coming now, I've sat on these things and I've been told by multiple people, you don't get things from God to sit on them, you get them to share. So we going to have some hard conversations, sis. They're going to be uncomfortable. They're going to be offensive. They're going to be things that break open your alabaster jar. And they're going to be things that make you say, wow, I really didn't think of it that way. And you're going to be called trash in a lot of it because I was called trash. Also realizing that not having a physical representation does not release me from being accountable because how I learned to be a wife came from the mouth of God and from his word. And so if you are like me where you got tired of hitting your head on a wall and you got tired of seeing yourself bleed, come join me. Get your tea, get your coffee, get your popcorn, get your rice and gravy, whatever you need, just get it. And come sit with me as I share with you how I broke to become a bride and how I became Isha.